Hey, it's Gabriel Brown here again with another credit tip for today. Today I want to discuss how to get your children a perfect credit score, or at least a credit score when they're extremely young. The first thing you want to do for kids between the ages of 13 and 16, I think that's probably the best age to start, is working on getting them a credit score and a credit report generated, okay? The first thing I like to see is to get an authorized user account, okay? An authorized user account is when you take one of your credit cards as the parent, okay, and you authorize the credit issuer to issue a card to your son or daughter, okay, your 13 to 16-year-old son or daughter. All right, the card will come to you and you don't have to give it to them, but what will happen is a credit file or a credit report will be generated for your children or your child, and then it will start seasoning month to month as you pay on that credit card, okay? So that's called an authorized user. All right, I would suggest adding one authorized user to each kid's credit, all right, between 13 and 16. After maybe a year or so, I will then look to add a joint application or do a joint application for credit for that same child, all right, let's say for their first card at 16 years old, okay? I would do a joint application so you can add them to that loan, even though you're more than likely going to be paying it. I know that's what my parents did for me, and that showed up on my credit report even though I wasn't working, but my parents added me to that loan and I got credit for that auto loan. Next, that's going to create a mix of an authorized user and a individual, okay? The authorized user is going to show up, the authorized user account is going to show up, all right, as AU on the credit report, authorized user. But the actual joint account, okay, will show up as a joint applicant, and that carries more weight. So that's going to boost their credit score up even more. And that is the mix. Then I would say maybe around 16 or 17, I would add another authorized user so they don't have a thin file. They'll now have 3 accounts, 2 authorized users, all right, for credit cards, and 1 joint account for an auto loan. Now, when they are around 18 years old, then that kid will be able to get more credit by themselves, okay? So this is the way you can build a credit profile, a credit score, and almost perfect credit for one of your kids with just helping them out with 2 authorized user accounts, 1 joint account, and then off they are on their way with perfect credit to start building a perfect credit score.